So what I'm on is I'll put this in the description below, but basically this is the code to get onto the test server. And in the test server, you'll see that there's this new beautiful logo, which is all the Chaos Legion cards and all of their levels. So we can go into every single card and we should be able to see their stats and see how the cards grow up and evolve. And there's a lot of cards to get through with a lot of different levels. Ooh, this is the market. So they're already selling some cards. I'm not going to get too much into that. I'm just going to go through them. I think what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to go through just first impressions, looking at them from level 1. If I were to click on each one and then go through the different stats, you'll see that it gets a bit crazy. There are some that I should highlight. I don't know. We'll do our best. I'll try and get through as many as possible. But this is just quickly going through them and having a look. So if you want, there's the link yourself so you can go look deeper. But yeah, let's go see them. Okay, so the main thing is I called that this guy looked like a like a living lava, but what they've done is same thing, but he'll be a position 2 ranger, and then we called that this guy was the magic guy, and he's the magic guy. So that's going quite well. This tank isn't a tank, he's a magic user. And then there's the fiend. And yeah, Tarsa is the new summoner. So what they've done at the moment is that the rare summoners are all 4 mana. So her being +1, this kind of upsets me because it kind of defeats the point of a Paldo. Like, I love my Paldo. And for anyone that doesn't know what Paldo is, it is the beta legendary. So the +1 speed. So what I'm glad to see that they've done is that I'm glad that it's not +1 damage, +1 speed. Because if it was +1 damage, +1 speed, it destroys the beta summoner as well as the untamed summoner. So having this combo at least is not too strong. If it was the original +1 damage, +1 speed, it would be absolutely broken. So looking at this, what do we see? 2 high level magic. Ooh, this guy looks great. This looks sick. This looks great. Immunity plus retaliate plus pierce. Okay, not as nice as you want because he's got no void, nothing like that. I know that this guy's amazing. I've seen his stats. Eventually gets dodge and backfire with 7 movement speed, 5 damage, and 5 mana. This guy is going to be such, like, late game, he's super strong. But just looking at early game level 1, and platoon, not bad, but I mean, actually not bad. You like those 4 mana games looking lethal. Lava spider, do you get explosive? You do not get explosive, but still sick. Your health goes down, but you get the damage. Okay, so yeah, just looking through it. This guy's fucking huge. What a thick boy. Okay, so we got a thick boy in the front. What does the chemist do? Okay. Okay. I like the chemist. These Scalvo creatures look so cute. Oh, what's this? Recharge. This monster attacks every other round but does 3 times damage, so it does 6 damage. The fuck is recharge? Okay. That seems broken. Death blow? Okay, that's pretty sick. Yeah. And let's just see what the fiend does. This fiend, special. Okay, just the melee little fiend. Okay, so all in all, if you're gonna play like Tarsa, you've got some really strong strikers. Like this card is gonna be huge. I actually really like the Tusk. I like the Forgotten one, like these two cards plus this, and then the Radiant Brute is not the one that I thought it would be, but honestly, you're gonna be dealing with 4 or 5. It's still a good card. Do you have Explosive? Okay, they've taken away Explosive, which makes me a little bit uncomfortable, but this card is gonna be good. This card will be good. Actually, I don't even know if I like this card as much as I thought I would. We'll see. How do you pair up? Okay. Big beefy boy. Yeah, so I actually don't like the archers in fire at the moment, but I do love the magic. I like the magic and I like the melees. I'm gonna have to speed up because there's so much to go through, guys. Like, I'm sorry. Okay, cool. So first thing, we go look at the rare summoner for water. You'll see that it's +1 speed, +1 armor. So, oh God, I hate that these aren't equal. Anyway, so that's expected. So we're now shifting. Water's now shifting more towards melee. Okay, cool. This was the first card I wanted to just check. It's got trample. It's basically a bad frost giant. Trample and rage. It's a frost giant that has armor. Lots and lots of armor. Fucking ridiculous, but okay. Let's just do water at the moment. Is this the card? There's no abilities. I hope that's a glitch. If not, that's really fucked up. What does a flying squid do? It's basically our normal squid, but they've just made it melee. Okay, I like it. I like flying squid. Okay. Deep lurker, an opportunity. Okay, huge. What does this stone do? I'm convinced it's lagging out because there's no way that these should have no abilities. So a little bit of a gak. Okay, but just looking at them, what does this do? Okay, amplify. Resurrect. Okay, okay, so I'm pretty sure this card is the new Crustacean King. Nope. There's a card here that is the new Crustacean King. I just can't remember which one it is. This one? You look like a Crustacean King. Yeah. Okay, so when I get more time to go through all of them, I'll let you know in the next video. If you guys want, let me know, and I'm gonna tell you which cards I would invest in or which cards I'm gonna look to collect. But this is just me gonna go through them slowly and like look at them. But once I've had a better idea and I've gone through with them, but yeah, I do believe that water is now gonna shift towards melee. Like, I would play water melee now. Or maybe even, I'll still play magic, I guess, but this card is sick. Like, I like the fact that, okay, they've changed it to Wave Blood. Wave Brood. I like the fact that it's got Taunt and Heal, so you can actually put this big ass tank in your back line and not feel bad about it. Plus, it's got Void. Like, once it gets Void, it's huge, because it's gonna take so much. It'll be great. And this guy. Also, ignore the prices, by the way. This is purely just for the private server. So cards to look out for here. My favorite already is this Wave Brood. I like the new what's it called? Crustacean King. I like her. I like the speed. I like the squid and I like the deep lurker. I'm pretty sure that these are glitched out, but we'll dig more into it. I think these cards are all good. I hate this tank. Like, I'm going on record. I think this armor health tank is shit. I think there's much better water tanks available. Okay, main thing to talk about here. I was right. I was fucking right. I called it. I said that this is going to be the +1 magic. I said that this mushroom would be a magic user. So I'm already happy with that. I never covered this card because I missed it, but I mean, look at this. A magic with taunt. There's so many taunts. Like, even in the taunt video I made, like, I said, oh, there's only 3 taunts. We're missing taunts. And now they've given us more taunts for water, more taunts for nature. This thing looks sick. It's also like a mushroom. Immunity plus force field. It's going to be... This is a huge tank as well. And you? Okay, this isn't the card that I think it is. This is going to be huge. This is really good. So, oh, what do you do? This card looks sick. Triumph, double hit with Triumph and stun. That seems a bit. And it does 4 damage double strike. Okay, this is going to be ridiculously strong as well. Oh, cool! You get blast. They're giving you blast, and yeah, I like it. And this tank. Ooh, what is he? Ooh, new ability. Does double damage against... Oh, very cool. Giant killer. Okay, so quick summary of the... Ooh, and finally, okay. Fungus Fiend. Okay, so quick summary about nature and earth. Fucking broken. Like... okay. So +1 magic is always huge in the game. A level 4 that gives protect is going to be huge. This queen is going to be huge. I think 1, I would go most important, second most important, very strong. Situationally, this will be very fun in some games. This is going to be a very good tank because not many, actually I think very few earth tanks actually have shield. So very important. This is going to be huge and will basically replace the current tank heal earth card, or you can play both of them together. But all in all, I think earth is going to be like, this is going to be one of the most valuable new summoners in the game because +1 magic's always valuable. So we'll see what happens, and these cards just complemented super well. So life is actually really interesting because I didn't expect him to be the summoner. I was expecting the time mage to be the summoner. I'm quite disappointed that her ability's just slow. I hope she gets a special new... Nope, never mind, it's just slow. That's fucking disappointing. Yeah, so, yeah, this is gonna be great. Ooh. Okay. I feel a little bit better because she's got force field, because I did say that the way this character was set up made her look like she was going to be a protector type thing. But yeah, blast, archer, plus you get archer with your hippo. He looks like a mage. I don't know why they've given him +1 archer damage, but I'm not going to complain. Maybe he buffs them with magic. What does the Chaos Knight do? Okay, Giant Killer. Average. I haven't looked at everything, obviously. I've still got to recharge. It's the one that does the 3 times damage. It's got Scatter Shot. Okay, this guy's gonna be great. This looks cool. Repair, resurrect, okay. I think life is gonna be great to play, but I'm gonna say that you need to pair it with some of the older cards. Like, I think the tanks are very lackluster. I think this card is gonna be great with the resurrect plus repair. I think he'll be very popular, especially with things like double shot, and then there's tons and tons of really good archers with life. And then you've also got the archer that can play in position 2, the epic from Untamed. So there's a lot of good archer cards to pair this with, so the +1 will definitely be useful. And now we've also got a blast for life, so blast is now slowly making its way into the other splinters. The one that I'm most excited about is actually here. And it's this thing. Because I said this thing's either going to be a massive tank or it's going to be... So, this was the first one. I said that this guy might have life drain. I do acknowledge that that's a bit of a broken ability. But I did say that he was like a mage, magician. So, seeing the -1, I'm going to say I'm half right with him. I think he'll be very good. Because magic in general is a pain in the ass. So, this is all pretty good. I don't like this. This was the card that upset me. I think the Life Zapper is pretty shit. Like, I don't know what this card does. I don't know when you would pick this card over the Bonesmith. I find Bonesmith just better, to be honest. But maybe they'll change this card. I hope they do, because to me it's a shit card. This guy seems great. Like, this guy seems very fun with the Void Armor, the Knockout, Giant Killer. He just seems super anti-magic, and yeah, a really good position too. Ooh, sorry about that. But basically, Void Armor plus negative mana plus Reflect. This guy would be the ultimate level 2 in high mana games. I'm glad to see that we got another Camouflage. That's really cool. There's tons of magic cards in this deck. But the most important thing is that you can see that there's not too many good tanks. So, are you a tank? No. Yep, cool. Stealth. I did call that. There's not too many good tanks here. So the first tank you should look into is getting yourself a Bone Golem, because that has Void Armor plus -1 magic. You'll basically destroy... This is the ultimate counter to Earth. And then this Cursed Windauco, at level 4, which is silver, it gets heal. So this card is going to be so strong late on. It's going to have 2 damage, 10 HP, Thorns, and heal, which is ridiculously strong. And it's only 6 mana, so it's going to be competing against those Flesh Golems. If Flesh Golem stays in Standard, it's not going to stay in Standard. So this card is one of my new favorite cards right now for Silver League. I think this is just an absolute, like, this card slaps. If you've got Thorns plus heal, a shit ton of HP, and you can take away magic damage, the main counter to this would have to be Archers then. So it's quite interesting, because what they've done is Fire. They've given magic to fire. They've given lots of good magic cards to fire. They've given lots and lots of good melee cards to water, so they're shifting that. They've given magic to earth. For life, they've given archers, so like this is gonna absolutely slap. And then for death, they've just given you, because obviously you can counter a lot of different things with death, but now you can absolutely destroy the meta with death. So I think death is probably I think death, life, and earth are the 3 ones that came out the biggest winners in this expansion, with death being my favorite. Death and earth are my favorites, because death is going to counter earth, but then earth is going to destroy the other 3 in my imagination. And then looking at dragons, I was like very surprised, because this is the summoner. I didn't expect it, but this summoner's gone archers plus negative speed, which is very cool. As expected, this is the big ass tank. I wanted him to have archer reflect because of the arrows, but lots of trample, piercing. This is going to be a card that... Oh god, there's some really cool cards. Scattershot plus explosion. This card's going to slap as well because it's also magic. Yeah, shit. This card's going to be great. The Chaos Dragon is very strong. Magic explosion with Scattershot. Okay. I don't know what they were thinking with this expansion. Okay, so just so why I'm laughing is just that they've given you some ridiculously good magic cards, but then they've also just given you a shit ton of anti-magic cards, and then they've given you a ton and ton of good archer cards, and then with like Quinks, they've given you anti-archer cards. So it's quite funny. It's gonna be a lot more countering people than it's no longer. I think yeah, this game slowly shifted away from fire's melee, water's magic, earth is tanks, life is buff, death is nerf, and then dragon is utility. To now just everything can do a little bit of everything, and now it just depends on how well you can counter the enemy and predict what they're gonna do. Because now everything can counter everything almost. It's no longer that death is the anti-deck deck. And then for neutral cards, this guy is so cute. Like, he's a little explorer with repair. Oh, he's so cute. Dr. Bright, I think he's shit. I still don't like him. Void armor, counter that man. Plus giant killer. I think void armor is not good enough, but it could be. This art looks really good. Plus blast, of course it has plus blast. A spellsmith, what is a spell? Okay, amplify plus redemption. Okay. Oh, what does this guy do? Anything? No. Good damage, but and the monk. Okay, this monk's also going to be pretty cool later on. Not enough damage though, unfortunately, but he's pretty cool. Okay, and you are a tank. Yeah, you're a tank, but a shit tank. I don't like you. Supply runner, what do you get? Okay, speed up. So please like and subscribe and let me know in the comments what you want me to do next. And if you're a new player, please use the promo code and I'll happily send you the $0.5 back to you. It just lets me know that people are watching and using the promo, and I'm helping new players join the community. Also, if you find me on the Discord, just pop me a message. I'll happily delegate any of the new players some power.